On today's episode of Cars Eric Forgets He Owns, not really, but the Laguna Seca car. I am back up here because my task today is to pull the fenders, bumpers, headlights, and taillights out of this car. Taillights I might wait to fully remove until I actually drive it to the body shop because it would be nice to be semi-legal on the way there. But the rest of the parts do have to come off for the body shop, so I'll kind of go over briefly how to do that. It's not very hard on these cars, luckily. But yeah. So pulling the bumper on an E46 M3 is actually really easy. There's a single 8mm right there in the corner. There's one at the bottom right there. There's one at the bottom right there. Same on the other side, and then you just pull. That's it. Headlights are also pretty easy. There's two 8mm right on the top. Here and here. And there are two lowers. You got one right there. And there's the other guy. I'll have to find that one. We gotta take the corner marker off too. There's a little tab right down there we have to push to the side and then pull the marker lens off. Found it. I knew it was somewhere. So one's in here, then there's one directly down between the high and low beam. Moving on to headlight squirters if you have them. Dislodge your trim piece. Once you've done that, you can pull the whole thing out and then you can just jam something in between. But the proper way to do this is release a tab right here and right here. And you're actually going to twist the whole thing up. So these two little hoops actually come up over the headlight squirter. And then you can let them snap right back in place and you can pull off the trim ring. There are a couple more screws we have to get to. Once you've done that, there are two little tabs, one on either side. Use a wrench or a pick. And she will slide right back in place. And now you can get at, there's a lower 8mm there. And there should be one. Guarantee there is another one over here. There is, I can see it, but I cannot show you. Yeah, so normally the bracket will separate and you actually don't have to pull those, but if you have a rusty bolt like I did, you do have to pull the whole bracket together and it's a tight squeeze. Headlight washers, there's a little plastic wishbone. Just pull that off and this O-ringed pipe will come right out. And yeah, you can pull the ballast at the same time. Just pull the whole unit out, it's pretty easy. And we'll do the same thing over here. So this side came apart much more typically of what you would expect to see. Pretty easy. Once you split this thing out, you don't even have to touch the rest of the headlight washers. So next up, I'm gonna be doing fender, which looks like probably a 10mm. Yeah, 10mm down there and probably a bunch of 8s. No, these are actually Torx. But I do have a Torx set here, so I'll check that out. I may or may not be able to pull these without pulling the fender liners. And to pull the fender liners, I'll need to pull the wheels, and to pull the wheels, I'll need a jack. So it might not be something I can do today. However, I'm gonna go as far as I can. Well, she looks a little different without the bumpers, taillights, skirts. And yeah, check this out. Glad I got as much steel as I did. I think I cut right about there. I do still have to pull the fenders. Unfortunately, I will have to pull the front wheels off to do that, but oh well, you know, such is life. But yeah, not bad for a day's work. Happy calling it right there. Move stuff around a little bit just so I can get this gigantic box of nothingness back in front of the car. But I'll be able to get it to the body shop soon, and that makes me very happy. And that's it for today. Hope I can get this thing to the body shop later this week. That would be nice. Well, this garage is getting epoxy coated in a couple of weeks' time, so emergency mad dash to clean almost, well, actually no, everything out of here. Even the berm is getting done, so unless it's hanging on a wall, it has to go. Which means, at the very least, starting up and moving Brexit and Blubzki out into the mouse-infested backyard. And then probably getting the trailer inside. Maybe? Probably, yeah. And then loading up as much as I can. I do have some shelves off the ground, but it's not going to be much. So today is a day I make a lot of decisions on throwing away some stuff that still has value. Yeah, at least we get a couple of cold starts out of it, right? Interest of not storing crap in this car. I guess we'll just go ahead and stick. Oh, that's disgusting. Let me get a towel. God, I hate this lower garage. It's so damp all the time. Everything gets moldy. I think I would actually prefer it sit outside than get moldy. Ooh, at least I have Cheetos in here. Heck yeah. Oh. This car has a very forgiving clutch. That's a lie. It's not a forgiving clutch at all. Power steering's a little bit noisy. Now that we've passed that idiot. Oh, Blubzki. God, I can't believe that's fourth gear. This thing is hilarious in a kind of terrifying way. This thing is not fun to launch, but it sure sounds nice.